Gwen Stefani, the renowned pop musician, fashion mogul, and much-loved coach on The Voice, has been a constant presence in the public eye for a considerable amount of time before. Her personal life frequently receives the same amount of attention as her music due to the fact that she has had a successful career as a solo artist and as the frontwoman of No Doubt, which has spanned several decades. The idea that Stefani, who is now 55 years old, is expecting a child with her husband, Blake Shelton, a country music superstar, has been the subject of extensive speculation in recent times. Fans are experiencing excitement and interest as a result of these rumors, which have been fueled by conjecture on social media platforms, public appearances, and the couple's well-documented desire to increase the size of their family. When examined more closely, however, it becomes clear that these assertions are not supported by any tangible evidence. To put an end to the speculation that Gwen Stefani is expecting a child in the year 2025, let's delve into the specifics, delve into the history of the rumors, and set the record straight. It is the ignition of speculation. Beginning in the early years of 2025, fans and tabloids began to speculate about the possibility of Stefani being pregnant by pointing to a number of clues. Stefani and Shelton's social media posts, which frequently showcased their comfortable life on Shelton's ranch in Oklahoma, were scrutinized for any indications that they might be expecting a child in the near future. Fans inferred that the actress was attempting to hide her growing baby bump by wearing loose-fitting clothing or taking shots at an angle. The presence of Stefani on the final episode of The Voice in December 2024 was a special event that stoked the flames of controversy. During that episode, several fans asserted that her costume choices, which included flowing dresses and big jackets, hinted that she was concealing a pregnancy. Another factor that contributed to the spread of accusations was Stefani's public emphasis on her family life. Stefani has frequently discussed the pleasures of motherhood, as she is the mother of 3 teenage sons from her previous marriage to Gavin Rossdale. Kingston, who is 19 years old, Zuma, who is 16 years old, and Apollo, who is 11 years old. There have been numerous claims that she and Shelton have expressed a wish to have a child together. Her marriage to Shelton, which occurred in 2021 after years of courting, has been accompanied by these reports. An insider was described in an article that was published in Us Weekly in 2017 as saying that the pair was hyper-focused on getting pregnant, a sentiment that was repeated in subsequent reports. Through these long-standing hopes, the public has been kept ready for any inkling of baby news that may come their way. Speculation was heightened as a result of Stefani's high-profile appearances in 2025, which included her performance at the American Music Awards, AMAs, on May 26. The clip from the occasion, in which she performed a medley to celebrate the 20th anniversary of her solo album Love, Angel, Music, Baby, was scrutinized by her fans. However, there was no concrete proof to back these observations, despite the fact that several people claimed to have seen a baby bump beneath her typical daring costumes. In the same vein, her presence at events, such as the 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival in Las Vegas, sparked a lot of talk about her beauty, with tabloids pointing out that her bright glow could be a hint that she is pregnant. These interpretations, on the other hand, frequently rely on subjective analysis rather than scientific evidence. The fact that Stefani wears loose clothing, which is a characteristic of her unique fashion sense, does not necessarily suggest that she is pregnant. Rolling Stone referred to her performance at the American Music Awards as a reminiscence triumph. Her performance was solely centered on her music and legacy, and she did not highlight any personal accomplishments like as becoming pregnant. In addition, the fact that Stefani and Shelton have not issued any public statements further undermines the validity of these assertions. This is not the first time that Stefani has been the subject of rumors that she is pregnant. A sonogram with the phrase, "It's a girl," was posted on her Instagram account on April Fool's Day in 2016, and she later explained that the picture was a joke. This meant that she was intentionally spreading rumors. Her pregnancies with her 3 kids were well known, and she frequently shared sonogram photographs or personal remarks with the public. For example, she referred to the birth of her son Kingston as a miracle that altered the course of her life. The lack of confirmation that is currently occurring stands in stark contrast to this openness, which suggests that the rumors regarding 2025 may be more wishful thinking than fact. According to reports that were published in April 2024 by publications such as Life and Style, the couple had attempted to have a child through surrogacy, but had encountered obstacles, which added to the story of their desperation to have a child. Furthermore, in June of 2025, a report published in Globe magazine suggested that Stefani had cleared her schedule in order to be ready for a long-awaited bundle of joy, despite the fact that there was no information that could be verified to support this claim. According to these reports, nameless insiders are frequently cited, which is a standard approach used by tabloids that lacks openness and dependability. Putting an end to the rumors, it is not possible to say with absolute certainty that Gwen Stefani is pregnant, or that she has already given birth as of the 30th of June, 2025. According to a number of different sites, including Entertainment Now and The Hollywood Gossip, there is no concrete evidence to support the rumors that have been circulating. The fact that Stefani and Shelton have not openly addressed the rumors is consistent with their policy of keeping personal issues private unless they are of great importance. An example of this would be Stefani's passionate Father's Day post in June 2025, which highlighted Shelton's position as a stepfather to her sons. However, she did not indicate that she was expecting a new child. The attention of the couple appeared to be directed elsewhere. While Shelton continues to be successful in his country music career, and as a stepfather to Stefani's sons, Stefani has been keeping herself busy by pushing her creative endeavors in the fashion and music industries. Shelton is a cherished father figure to Kingston, Zumla, and Apollo, according to a source who made this statement to Us Weekly in the year 2020. This suggests that the family dynamic is satisfying even though there is no need for a biological child. Furthermore, Stefani's recent Instagram tributes, such as those for her son Kingston's 19th birthday and her brother Eric's 58th birthday, highlight her current family without implying that she is planning to expand her family. What influence does celebrity gossip have? The public's obsession with Stefani and Shelton's love story, which began on The Voice in 2014 and concluded in their wedding in 2021, is reflected in the fact that these stories continue to circulate. Fans hope that the couple will have a miracle baby as a result of their relationship, particularly in light of the fact that Shelton has stated a desire to have a kid of his own. On the other hand, this excitement frequently results in an incorrect interpretation of ambiguous indicators, such as the choices of dress or the postings made on social media. It was highlighted in an article published on Packin.com that the number of searches for Gwen Stefani baby increased in 2025, which demonstrates the public's thirst for news, even in the absence of confirmation. It is speculation that is the lifeblood of celebrity rumor, and Stefani's standing as a cultural icon reinforces this phenomenon. The fact that she has been upfront about parenting in the past makes her an easy target for such speculations. Nevertheless, it also sets a high standard for trustworthiness, because her prior pregnancies were declared with clear intent and were not left to the speculation of tabloid articles. The fact that such an announcement has not been made as of yet is a significant indication that the reports are not real. Take a look ahead. Despite the fact that the prospect of Stefani and Shelton becoming parents is a wonderful one, the data suggests that these speculations are nothing more than false rumors. The continued success of Stefani's career is evidenced by her recent performances, as well as her continual participation on The Voice, which demonstrates her persistent skill. It would appear that her personal life, which is centered on her sons and her marriage to Shelton, is already full even without the addition of a new child. In the event that Stefani were to become pregnant, her past indicates that she would disclose the news on her own terms, most likely with the same inventiveness and enthusiasm that she has always brought to her public persona for the duration of her career. For the time being, fans should pay more attention to praising Stefani's present accomplishments, which include her music, her family, and her unmistakable influence, rather than pursuing hearsay that has not been substantiated. The love that Stefani and Shelton have for their tale is reflected in the enthusiasm that surrounds the possibility of a miracle baby. But because they have not yet confirmed that this is not the case, it is time to put these rumors to rest. It is possible that Stefani herself would say that there is nothing else to say until the facts are brought to illumination.